My dearest Nora, today has been it's been a long day to say the least. I guess I should get you up to date on what we've been up to. As you know, we've already gotten ourselves up to a fair share of shenanigans while we've been here, but probably one of the bigger ones was when we were trying to leave Vallaki after a very disappointing festival. Gilliman assaulted the gods, and we may or may not be allowed back in that city. We'll find out eventually, but after getting out of the city, we decided to return to our mission for the Wizard of Wines of getting them that magical stone that somehow protected the winery that was very important to them, although I'm not quite sure why imbibing in alcohol is so important to these people. Numbing the brain doesn't numb the pain. But nonetheless, it was an ally's request, and allies are few and far between in this land, so we found ourselves on the way to Yester Hill, a very tall hill with a stone circle at the top and some piles around the hill. And once we got up to the top of the hill, we were greeted by a large statue, a wicker man to say the least, and wicker man had clearly some sort of stone in his chest, and the effigy was clearly meant to look like Strahd, or at least a vampire of some sort, but we decided that must be the stone we're looking for, and short of climbing the thing, I decided, you know what, I have mage hands, although I think it was Logar that suggested it. So I threw out a mage hand to try to grab the stone out of the effigy's chest, and well, that's when things started getting real bad. As the moment I touched the stone, twig blights and not druids, but some sort of chanters came up from the ground and attacked us. And while we started to handle the twig blights, the casters began to chant around the effigy, clearly trying to do something to it as vines started to appear from the ground and crawl up the effigy. And so we made our mission to stop that, obviously, as we need to get the stone. So after some well-thought-out spells on my part, I cast a great silent spell and a glorious fireball that took out a good number of the twig blights and even lit the effigy on fire, although it didn't seem to take much. Nonetheless, it was glorious. Now, I'm getting quite good with this fireball spell. It's quite fun. And then I did have a great spell. We realized we had a natural choke point there. There was an opening on both sides, the side we came in, the side that the creatures were coming in. So I cast a minor illusion there to create a stone wall to confuse the creatures and buy some time, and thankfully that did, as many of them got stuck at the wall and couldn't get through. Too dumb to figure out it was fake, wonderfully. But buying us time didn't save us, that's for sure, as things started to get worse and worse, and the fight started to get more and more intense. We found ourselves running low on resources, running low on spells, running low on health, and all of us were getting pretty dang bloody, that's for sure. As the fight grew on and their numbers continued to grow while our chances continued to dwindle, we realized we had to do something. We had to do something quick. And thankfully, that's when Adelgren stepped up. He decided it was a wise idea to climb the effigy. Got all the way out the top, although it is kind of funny seeing him climb. And he was able to get the stone out successfully, jumped back down, and did what he does best. He ran. Ran as quick as he could and as fast as he could. Told us all to get out of there, and he didn't have to tell me twice, so I gladly followed suit as the creatures were starting to pour in, and so I ran too, followed them down the hill. Once I got at least safe enough distance from the creatures, I cast an invisibility spell on myself to secure my exit more thoroughly. But unfortunately, not everyone was as lucky as Logar had a brilliant exit strategy to stay behind and buy some time for some reason. Not quite sure why he felt the need to sacrifice himself like that. It must be an orc thing or something. But he stood behind and held the line, and well, after finding himself caught in an entangled spell, he went down, and he did not get back up, and we did not go back for him. We did not have the power or the resources, so we ran. But when we finally got caught back up, little Bo was just so angry, so distraught over another loss, and I won't lie, nor I laughed in his face. Thought it was ridiculous that he was so distraught over a man we had only known for a day and a half. But Bo and I got pretty heated, and then he ran off, There's so much death in this land. I don't know how he doesn't see it. I don't know how he thinks that this is some cherry place, that it's all going to work out. And I don't know what he expects either. So no, I will not cry over a man that I knew a day and a half. I have lost far more. Too many faces, too much time, too many places. Too many important factors that matter way more than some orc I knew a day and a half. Maybe I should feel bad, but when you've lost it all, what else is there to lose? Please keep an eye on Kira from your high above. Your dearest love, Malcolm Monin.